Good morning. It is Tuesday, August 27th, 2024. I am Mervyn Hanley with THG News Today right here on THG Network. I trust that you had yourselves a wonderful night's rest. The news, of course, this morning is powered by Carl & Sons Unique Bakery with 3 locations on the island in Colbay, on the Ponfill, and at the St. Martin's Medical Center. If you have not already done so, you know that I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you be kept abreast on what's happening in and around you and also in the diaspora. If you're celebrating a birthday today, I'm saying happy birthday to you, and I trust that you have yourselves a wonderful one, and may you live to see many, many more birthdays to come. Now, let's get right to the news this morning. We begin this morning with news out of Antigua and Barbuda, where Prime Minister the Honorable Gaston Browne has announced that all public schools in Antigua and Barbuda will be required to hold mandatory prayers during morning assemblies starting this September. The decision was made during a cabinet meeting last Wednesday, reflecting the government's belief in the importance of spiritual engagement in developing a well-rounded conscience. Prime Minister Browne emphasized the role of religious practices in shaping the moral character of individuals, citing the decline in church attendance among young people as a contributing factor to the erosion of societal values. One of the reasons why we as adults, according to Prime Minister Browne, have reasonably well-developed consciences is because of that spiritual engagement, going to church and so on, the fear of God, Browne said. He expressed concern that the decrease in church attendance means that young people are not being adequately reached by religious teachings. To address this, Browne proposed that schools collaborate with local churches to incorporate short devotional sessions into their morning routines. It doesn't have to be anything extensive, probably a little 10-minute devotion, he explained. Prime Minister Browne pointed out that even the cabinet begins its sessions with a pastor leading a brief prayer, and he sees no reason why students, who are the future leaders of the country, should not be encouraged to do the same. The Prime Minister acknowledged that some students may not follow the Christian faith, but noted that the majority of the population does. According to the Prime Minister, 99% of the school population are Christians who follow the Bible, Browne stated, adding that participation in these prayers will be mandatory for all students in public schools. He also urged private schools to adopt a similar practice, although he clarified that the government cannot impose this requirement on them. We can't dictate for private schools, but we're leading by example, he said. Starting in September, school principals will be expected to ensure compliance with this new mandate, and those who refuse to participate may face disciplinary actions. The government believes that this initiative will serve as a countervailing force against negative influences, such as certain types of music that impact young people today, Prime Minister Browne concluded, by reinforcing the importance of this measure, stating, "We think that prayers in the morning during the assembly are very important, and we have taken a decision to make it mandatory." Okay, and that's much discussion there in Antigua and Barbuda. Feel free to share your views on this stance by the Antigua and Barbuda government, led by Prime Minister Gaston Browne. Share your thoughts in the comments regarding mandatory prayers in school. I mean, when I was going to school, we had assembly every morning, Monday to Friday. I remember that. So I guess things have changed in some of the Caribbean countries. We move on now to news out of St. Kitts. On August 23rd, an autopsy was performed on the body of the late dancehall artist IMark, who was fatally shot on Sunday, August 18th at his residence in Molyneux. The examination was carried out by resident pathologist Dr. Adrian Nunes at the JNF Hospital's morgue. Dr. Nunes concluded that hypovolemic shock due to traumatic injury caused by a gunshot wound to the back with multiple gunshot wounds to the body as contributing factors. The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, according to this press release, extends its condolences to the family and friends of IMark during this difficult time and assures the public that the investigation into this incident is ongoing. And finally, in our news this morning, Vybz Kartel is making news and lots of discussions in St. Vincent, and he has emerged as the unofficial face of the island's tourism product, and which has sparked an outcry on social media and on radio stations in St. Vincent. A video shared on the Discover St. Vincent and the Grenadines Facebook page, and that's the tourism page, with Cartel advocating for visitors to visit St. Vincent, has been shared 917 times with 1,500 likes and over 157,000 views since August 24th. However, Vincentian lawyer Jomo Thomas says Vybz Kartel, as the face of the country, as the country's tourism product, is bad for business. Thomas said there is no value in making Cartel the face of the tourism product of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. There is absolutely no value. It will ultimately come to naught. Thomas, speaking on Boom FM on Monday morning, said the act of mercy that Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves spoke about is nonsense, since his government did not have mercy on hundreds of public servants fired for not taking a COVID-19 vaccine. Vybz Kartel being the face of tourism, the St. Vincent and the Grenadines tourism. I can't tell St. Vincent and the Grenadines what to do or what not to do. However, I can have an opinion or a say when it comes to the tourism of the island of my island of birth, Nevis. Never, ever, never can I hear or see the Vybz Kartel. I can't even imagine. That's not even up for discussion. That will never happen. That will never happen. Vybz Kartel being the face of tourism for Nevis or even Angola. That can never happen. That's all I'll say on that. With that, we've just concluded THG News for today. Do join me again tomorrow morning, folks, the same time for a similar presentation. Thank you again for subscribing to our channel. Have yourselves a wonderful one.
Vincentians have been serving the people of St. Martin for over 40 years, and the food and service get better and better. From early morning, customers flock to the bakery for their favorite sandwiches, cakes, pastries, you name it. First thing at mornings and last thing at afternoons, folks rush to Carl & Sons for simply the best. There are two locations, Colbay and on the Punfill. In Colbay, the opening hours are Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Opening hours on the Punfill, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also cater for weddings, parties, special events, whatever the occasion. It's Carl & Sons. Our staff, we are always happy to serve you. Call us today, the Colbay location, 721-544-2462. That's 721-544-2462. Or in Phillipsburg, 721-543-1059. That's 721-543-1059. It's Carl & Sons Bakery. We are here to serve you. Nevis, satisfy your sweet tooth at Feaser's, the cozy spot in Charlestown, known for its mouth-watering ice cream and dal parade. We are open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come in and sample our patties, sandwiches, air-fried wings with fries, hot dogs, rotis, and now our famous smoothies, in all flavors of course. And don't forget to try the famous bus-up shut and saltfish. It's Feaser's, located at the entrance to the Cotton Ginnery Mall in Charlestown, Nevis. They're also available by phone, so place your order by calling 1-869-665-2458. Don't ask about the rest, just try the best.